This is Kathy Mindock, your Norwex Independent Sales Consultant, and we are outside today, so I brought you with me. I want to show you a couple little tricks on how I like to wash the top of the car, because that's sometimes a little bit difficult to reach. Let's go ahead and comment on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard is it for you to reach your top? Do you need a step stool, or can you reach it from the ground? Like a lot of lower cars and stuff like that, a lot of times you can reach them from the ground with a car mitt, but you get SUV, van, pickup truck, they get much higher and a little harder to reach. So a couple little tricks I like to do is the Enviro wand. So I like to wet this down. Now this can be bent and this sleeve can come off. So I like to use this, and I'm going to just pull that off, and I'm going to put it in my bucket of water down here. The other thing that you can do too is, this gets a little heavier, but you can wet down the chenille mop pad for the mop, and you could put that on to wash and reach the top of your car as well. Anytime you're using the mop with the top of your car, is you want to make sure this little lever here is, can you see that lever? You want to make sure that that is up and locked like that, so it's not swiveling all over the place. I found that a little bit harder to use that way. Okay, so we'll do both of these so you can see how they both work. So the mop pad's going to go in the bucket as well. I'm going to grab the first sleeve out from that Enviro wand, and I just wet it down, and you just wring it out. So I'm just wringing it out, and then I'm just going to put it on the sleeve again. So just fish that on there again, and it is wet, you can see that. And then all you're going to do is you can put a slight bend in it if you want to reach up there, or however it works. Like I can even get in these little crannies, nooks and crannies up in there. But it works really nice to reach my sunroof area and to get that all nice and clean as well. So you can do it, I can also bend it this way to go around this little area. So can you see how that's getting by just bending it the opposite way? And I'm getting basically half of the car with it that way. And go around my little antenna, basically come back, do this side too. But that works really nice for getting the top. You can see I did find a little bit of dirt there. Now, the other way is, let's do the mop pad way. So I'm going to roll and wring that out. So, making a little bit of a mess here. Again, just water. So it was water in the bucket. I rolled it, wring it out, and then I'm going to put it on my mop. So go ahead and put that on. And then you want to just make sure when you're using it on the top of your car, just make sure you have plenty of material around the outside of it. So make sure there's plenty of hanging off there. And then you can simply do the same thing. So just kind of plop that on there, and maybe I'll come from this side so you can see. And then you can actually loosen this handle, and with the mop, you could literally do the whole thing with one couple passes here and get it all cleaned off. And even your windshield. So if your windshield is hard to reach too, you can do it that way too. So basically, you can get the whole car rough with this chenille mop pad. So that works really nice too. So whichever seems easiest for you, either one of them works very nicely. So let's come back and check that out. So go ahead and see that. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring you around to the front a little bit too, so that you can see like across the windshield part. So can you see that? And you can even wash this as well. So you can see there's quite a bit of dirt on my windshield. Once you get past the curve, it wants to flip a little bit, so just go up with it instead of back. Now, this is something that I can also reach just with the car cloth to dry up. So I can just reach it like that with the car cloth to dry that up. See how nice that looks? And you can see the roof is nice and clean and shiny. The other thing that you can do with the mop, which is kind of cool as well, is you can also dry with it. So I'm going to take this pad off, and I'm going to put that regular dry pad back on. You guys hear my chickens in the background? Who has chickens out there? Anybody else have chickens? Crowing in the background. Alright, I'm going to put this dry pad back on, and then there's these nifty things called mop brackets. So you actually just slip those on there like that. Okay, let me extend this a little bit so you can see a little better. And there's two of them, so you put one on each side, but just for demo purposes, I'm just going to show you that one there. And then you're just going to wrap that around the face, okay? And then all you have to do is do a push button, because these are little push buttons. Just really easy, push that in, and like this, push it in. And now you have a cloth that you can wrap, that you can dry the rest of your car with. So you can use this to dry that whole top of your car with those mop brackets. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope I've taken a little difficulty out of washing the top of your vehicle, especially if you have a taller one like myself. So have a great day.